Hey, it's your girl Life Cat, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video is going to be my nursing journey from LPN to RN nursing student. So I have notes on my phone, so if you guys see me looking at my phone, I'm just going to be looking at notes. So I'm going to start with high school. So my high school was a magnet program, and I'm not really sure what the definition is, but my school was a type of school where you can kind of get into your field like with a certificate or something. So by the time that you graduated, you would be in whatever field that you chose already, if you get what I'm saying, if that makes sense. So I knew I wanted to do nursing. Like I always knew I wanted to do nursing. I wanted to do other things as well, but I always wanted to do nursing. I mean, I did want to be a doctor at one point, but then I changed to nursing. So you know what I mean, like healthcare. So at my school, it provided us to take the CNA and the LPN. So I took the CNA at my school. We took the class. I think I took that my junior year. I passed, and then I never worked as a CNA because at the time I was at public, so I was just like, I'm making the same amount and I don't have to do all the like heavy lifting and stuff with the patient care. So I just chose not to work as a CNA. So then senior year we went on for the LPN. So we did, I would say about the first half of the program in high school, and then I had to go 6 months to a community, technical college, sorry, not a community, a technical college to finish. So I did that for 6 months. I finished. So after the 6 months, I did start, after the 6 months, I waited like a few months to take my NP or LPN NCLEX, and then I passed. And then that same year, I started college. So I started my prereqs right away. I took all my science and math classes like in the beginning when I first started. I took those out the way right away. So I took Chem, Anatomy and Physiology 1 and 2, like microbiology, all of those. I completed it in the beginning in my electives as well. So I didn't take my science classes at the same time. However, I did take one at a time. So like I would take math, English, and then I would probably take like Anatomy and Physiology 1 and 2. So I wouldn't take Anatomy and Physiology 1 and 2 together. So I took one at a time. And then also, and those classes weren't as easy. I did attend tutoring. I was not ashamed of attending tutoring. If your school provides tutoring, I recommend that you do take the opportunity of that resource because it does help. So then I did that. However, I passed Anatomy and Physiology and Chem by the grace of God. However, for microbiology, I took it at 2 campuses. So my main campus, I took lecture, and then at another campus, I took lab. I was passing lab, but the instructor for lecture wasn't really the best. But I didn't want to drop lab because I was really learning and I was passing in the class. So I decided to make the decision where I would fail the lecture and I would pass lab. So I got an F in lecture and then I passed lab. So I had to retake microbiology, which I did. My original plan when I started college was to transfer out to get an AA degree, but I decided to stay at my school because I did fail the microbiology lecture, and I know like schools are very competitive, and because I was already in good standing, in academic standing in this school, I just decided to stay. So I stayed here. I finished on my prereqs. I'm just looking to make sure I'm staying on track. So I did my prereqs. I didn't really have trouble with the prereqs. Like I said, I did do tutoring if I did. I had wonderful instructors. So it was just microbiology for the lecture that was just my problem. But lab, I loved it. It was wonderful. I would take that class again, honestly. After my prereqs, we had to do the entrance exam, which is the HESI at my school. I know some have TEAS or HESI, whichever one. And if anyone doesn't know, my school, I don't know for the TEAS, I've never taken that one, but for HESI, it's like a comprehensive exam. So it has science, math, it has all types of math on there, like grammar, vocabulary, it has those. It's like an easy test. However, I failed it twice. And you thinking like, how can you fail HESI? I know like some people who will be watching this like, how can you fail? That test is so easy. But it was just a lot that was going on in my life at that time that I just was like yo, I just couldn't get it together. So whenever I eliminated those distracting factors, I did end up passing the 3rd time, and I made it just in time because my school, and I can only speak for my school, I don't know about for other schools, but for the LPN to RN program, it's at different campuses every year, and the campus that they were having that particular year was my main campus, which is the closest one to me from my house. So I was like, I need to get in this program, because if it was like another location that was super far, then that would have been inconvenient for me. So I did have a homegirl who was in high school with me and who did the LPN program with me. So now we're in the RN program together, which I'm so happy I have somebody that I know and that, you know, I'm taking the program with. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing it alone. So let me see, because I just want to make sure I'm on track. So I did pass HESI, and I got into the program. Right now I'm not going to even say semesters, because, you know, I'm still, it's confusing, but I have summer and I have fall left. So I will be graduating December 2020 this year by the grace of God. You know, it's in God's hands, God willing, you know what I'm saying? So we have a few months. I'm almost to the finish line, which I am so happy. I am so happy, y'all. Like, oh my goodness, y'all have no idea. But I did become an LPN in 2016, and I started my RN nursing program 2020. So as you can see, that's kind of like a big gap. And like I say all the time, to each his own. You know, a lot of things do happen, and a lot of circumstances do take place in people's life that, you know, certain things aren't able to happen the way that they want it. And I'm a firm believer in, you know, you are where you're supposed to be. God has a plan for everything. So it just wasn't meant for me to start at that time, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at it. I mean, sometimes I do be like, damn, Captain, like, you could have got your RN license. But then it's just like, you know, I can't beat myself up about it, because at the end of the day, I could plan my life however I want, but if it's not in God's plan, then, you know, it's not gonna happen. So I'm just grateful that I'm here now. I'm doing good in the program. Like I said, I'm almost close to graduating, so, you know, I'm just excited. I just can't wait. I like being an LPN. You know, it was like a stepping stone, so it's giving me a good amount of experience. I've worked pretty much everywhere. In my other videos, you can know I'm not going to get into all of that, but I've pretty much worked everywhere, like home health, nursing homes, and things like that. I just don't like that LPN doesn't have, like, you know, a huge variety of things you could do. And when I say that, I mean, like, as an RN, you can do, I mean, nowadays they are having like LPN travel, but most of the time that you won't see a LPN travel. So it's like traveling nursing. You can work in plastic surgery. Now they have estheticians, and what else can you do? You can do numerous of things. You could work in the clinic, which you can as an LPN too, but I just feel like as an RN, you just have more variety of things that you could do. Different specialties in the hospital. You could work in peds, adult health, telemetry, med surge, ICU, PACU. You know, it's a whole bunch of specialties that you can work in. So that's why I'm just like, I just can't wait to obtain that license, because I already know what I want to do. And, you know, as an LPN, I'm not able to really work in that specialty, which is like mother baby, or I mean, I work in peds, but it's like home health, you know, which is calm cases. It's not like you see a baby, you know, cyanotic coming out, you know what I mean? So they're stable in the home, because if they weren't stable, they would be in a hospital, you know what I'm saying? So they're stable enough to be home. They just need someone to, you know, assist them with medication, or, you know, with their feedings, or whatever the case is. So that's what I mean when I say that. But yes, that's pretty much my journey from an LPN to an RN student. I will definitely be doing an update when I do become an RN, which will be soon. Which will definitely be soon. I am excited to work in a hospital. I'm hoping that I get into probably like the pediatric unit or mother baby. I really want to work with the children first and then transfer to mother baby. I've heard that the pediatric ER is very hard and it's like very heavy, which I don't mind to do it, but, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna have, you know, enough experience as a new grad. So, you know, that's just kind of making me feel a little anxious. But, you know me, listen, as a nurse, you gain, you know, as time go by with experience, and, you know, when you see your patients, and, you know, over time you're gonna get it. So I'm not that nervous about it. It's just like, you know, I just don't know what to expect, because I've mainly worked with like geriatrics, with like the heavy stuff, like people having trachs and all of that, and then with the kids, they're pretty much like stable. So I'm just, you know, excited about that. So fingers crossed. I hope I do get in like a peds unit, NICU, or, you know, somewhere in there, and then so hopefully transfer to mother baby and, you know, take it from there. But that's pretty much my journey from an LPN to RN. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.